Hey there, I'm going to go faceless. Why? Because I think you can do it pretty good with shorts, and I can do the long form too. Going faceless, I'm thinking about going faceless because it seems like something fun to do. And, if you have phobias about your personal appearance, um, you it is a solid other option. And that's what I'm thinking about. And um, I'm really, really liking YouTube. Even though I don't get those hits like everybody else, it just feels good to make these videos, and I like to do it for entertainment. I used to be an analog guy, meaning like vinyl records that I got all over the place, and hard copy of magazines and books. But I say digitize that stuff, and I'm going to be throwing out a lot of these records because they've done their time. I'm gonna try to keep the most valuable ones. Uh, when I look at my records, I just reminisce every time. And when you're reminiscing about old stuff, it's just you need to just let things go. I let go of a lot of things that were sitting around when I got my house redone by Habitat, but I I think there's other things out there for me to do in my retired years, and I I love being retired. I'm sorry it's threatened by the current situation of the world, but I think with hope and good luck, and as a couple of people says, say a good prayer to God, and say, hopefully, we can all get through whatever this is. But the golden light on this is your digital media and YouTube. I don't say much about TikTok, even though it's extremely popular. And I think the only reason I don't say much about or experience much about TikTok is that when it first came out, TikTok was very dizzying for me. It was the beginning of the shorts that are so popular on YouTube now. But they were doing it first, and it was kind of unnerving. But I think it's just your attitude. I didn't have the attitude for TikTok, but I have the attitude for YouTube. And maybe I can branch off to TikTok later on, but I'd have to be better at posting and continuing to do what I'm doing right now, which is talking to people. So I do enjoy sitting in a short chair, propping up my video to look at you, because if you look at me a certain way, it just looks like I got this double chin and it shows up. So I position my camera to where it's not so, bad. And then, I got the facial flaw and everything. So um, I just got through listening to one of my people that I follow, and she gave a good video. She says just get out there and do it, keep doing it. And she said the same thing I said. If you feel like you need to do a faceless channel, do a faceless channel, because that is my opinion. It's getting easier with chatgpt. ChatGPT is opening the door for a different type of digital world. So I'm just gonna join that in my retired years here. This is really good to just kind of, and it's good to have time to do that. And so that's what I'll be doing on that. And I'll be here with you and hope you're there with me. And I'll just be making a few videos here and there. I'd like to get to the point where I'm doing 2 a day, but I just I hadn't got to that point yet. I wish it was, but I got to stop doing that. I heard someone say, "No, don't be rubbing your hands all over the place." I'm sorry, but that's the newness in me. Till I get settled down after about a year or so, I'm gonna have a lot of this going on, you know. And like I said, if I do the faceless channel, I won't have to worry about it at all, will I? But anyway, I was going to do another video in my kitchen, but my new refrigerator is loud, and my old refrigerator I had didn't make that loud of a noise. So I heard it on my last video. You can hear the in the background, and I don't have a microphone on it yet to mute that out. So that's another thing. I got to get a good microphone to mute that out. And there's things I want to do. What do I want to do? I want to get a wardrobe. I usually like checker shirts, but I was not reading, but listening on YouTube and viewing. They're saying get you a solid shirt similar to this and post on that way with those, because it visually is better. So, you know, you have to listen to those things like that. And, you know, I've looked at it when I had my checker shirts on, and it is better to view with a solid shirt or semi-solid like this. Now, this is an old shirt, but I hadn't been shopping in a long time, you know, so I have to look for, I may have to go to Amazon, my favorite place. When you get retired, Amazon is the perfect place. I just got me a new rolling shelf because in my old years, after going through the habitat change, I said from here on out, everything's gonna have to kind of roll. I mean, it's gonna have to be on wheels when I move things around, so I don't have to move heavy things. I'm not as strong as I was before. You know, when you're younger, you could move stuff and do stuff like that and everything. You get older, it's just like, oh, it's just a task. And so that's some of my goals on it. But listening to my friend saying, just keep posting, and she didn't say anything about 20 minutes. She didn't say anything about every day. She just said mainly keep posting. So when you're new, I think you got carte blanche for a year. You know, until you get a lot of people, then you can casually post like every other day or something. But, you know, that's my opinion. But you can really do like them. You can just randomly post whenever, and it will be okay. But there's a person at my front door. It must be the mailman. Okay, it just sent me a message that someone was at my front door on my screen here. Let's see, what time is it? Yeah, he usually comes. Well, the mailman get a little bit earlier these days. So we'll find out what he's got. And I gotta pay my bills today. And I'm watching the news. I'm keeping the sound down so that I don't have high blood pressure watching it. And I'm just doing everything I can to be healthier, better, and wiser. And like I said before, YouTube's like a therapy, and you should treat it like that. Say what you need to say, claim your goals and future, be motivated by yourself, and it will be something that may pay off in the future. If not, you know, you've got a record of you being on here. And, you know, I'm going to try all the things, the shorts, the faceless channels, and because I got time. And so I just wanted to say hello today. My favorite YouTuber, she only did an 11-minute video, so I'm thinking about going that shorter route when I don't have anything to say. Sometimes, you know, it just gets good to you when you're trying to say what's on your mind, you know, and you don't have anybody to say it to, so you'll say it here, and, you know, hopefully somebody will see it and have a good chuckle. You know, the little man up there talking about what's going on in his retired life. Yeah. Oh, I'm so happy. I got this house done, and all I gotta do is motivate myself to clean it up. That's another reason I'm not in that kitchen, because I hadn't done a thing since It's all paused and ready for me to come in there, and I'm like, I, I, I'll get back to you in a moment, maybe tomorrow afternoon, maybe. But I am blessed. I got somebody dropped a kitchen on me like Dorothy dropped that house on the Wicked Witch in the West. I mean, I just look in there and look at that floor. I love that floor. It's gray. The bathroom floor is gray. Oh, and I bought some in the bathroom. I had a shower curtain up, and I ordered the elastic stuff to put on your windows for your bathroom. Well, not well anything, and it's so pretty. But I ordered that, and I'm gonna put that up. So, cause if you go in the bath, to keep people from looking in, and plus it has a good light that goes through it. It's almost like not a rainbow, but a kaleidoscope. So I've seen pictures of it on Amazon, and it looks great. So there's little things I'm gonna do. I have better things to talk to you about, because I've got a I would like to say a cuss word museum. It is I do call my house the Addams Family house, because you can snap your finger and there's just nostalgia stalking you down everywhere. I mean, old dresser, old records, more old records on the floor, and stuff in a box that I don't know what it is. I haven't looked in it yet. But that's my life, and I'm enjoying it. I hope you enjoy yours too. And don't let things get you down. There's people like me out there that's gonna stay a certain way. I'm just kind of wired to be positive, so I don't usually get depressed about things. I just keep to myself, and sometimes that's good and sometimes it's bad. I did enjoy visiting my cousin for 3 to 4 weeks while my house was being done, and it was a nice lesson. I ate better because she cooks, just because she wants to cook, and she likes to cook for her guests and family, and she cooked every day. I mean, I was like, I could have went without a meal or two, but she made sure, because I don't know, I wasn't used to that since the days of my mom, so that was nice. Anyway, I'm getting ready to call it a day on this video, and I'm gonna load this out there. And thanks for being there, and please subscribe or like or both, whichever one is the best for you. So I guess this should be where I leave now, and let me do that. Take care, friends.